Hello and welcome to this hourly news update. The latest reports from the major traffic crash near the airport are that 6 people have died and more than 55 people are injured, some of them seriously. The situation is being made more difficult by a leak of chlorine from a vehicle involved in the collision. This is making it difficult for rescue workers at the scene. We understand that in addition to traumatic injuries, many people have been exposed to the chlorine gas and are reporting breathing difficulties and irritation to their eyes. Our reporter is still at the scene and with us now on the phone. Over to you.
Thank you. Yes, I'm still at the site of this serious chemical accident near the airport. I'm standing some 200 meters from the crash site, and the smell, which is very strong, shows no sign of dispersing. There are still significant numbers of emergency service workers at the scene. Some of them also appear to be struggling to cope with the effects of inhaling what has now been confirmed as chlorine gas that has leaked from one of the vehicles involved in the crash. I have also seen many bystanders struggling with these fumes, and one lady appears to have collapsed and was being helped away from the area by onlookers. A few minutes ago, I was able to speak to a doctor who had just arrived at the scene. They were unable to give me any information about how to treat the effects of breathing in the chlorine gas, but strongly advised people to move away from the area.
We understand that the local hospital is very busy. Are you able to tell us how they're coping with the large number of casualties?
I believe that dozens of people with serious injuries have been taken to the hospitals, as well as many more reported with minor injuries. I have also heard that increasing numbers of people are making their own way to hospital using whatever means they can. Given the number of people affected by this incident, I can imagine that the hospital is going to be very busy indeed. Within the last hour, I was able to speak to a doctor at the hospital, and they told me that some of the hospital staff are also starting to experience breathing difficulties and coughing, and they believed that this was due to people arriving at the hospital with chlorine on them.
That sounds serious. Is the hospital still safe to receive patients from this incident?
At this stage, we understand the hospital is still taking patients, though I imagine they are exceptionally busy, not just treating the injured, but also dealing with the effects of this terrible chemical.
Do you have any further update on access to the airport?
I have also spoken to some workers from the airport here behind me, and apparently people there are also feeling unwell. Some of the ground staff working outside are also saying they are having difficulty breathing and have sore eyes. We have also heard from a private healthcare facility in the area that are now treating people from the crash. However, as a result of the smell of chlorine in the air, they have had to keep everyone indoors. So lots ongoing with this major incident, and it's not entirely clear how many people have been affected in total. What we do know is that the emergency is far from over. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you. Disturbing scenes from that incident near the airport, and we will, of course, continue to bring you updates on this story as we receive them. Now, in other news, researchers have come up with new ways